I had a severe and continuous lapse of judgment. Toxic gossip. What's up, everybody? My name is Jay the Archfey. If you're watching this and you clicked on it for the clickbaity title, guess what? The drama's not that intense. It's not actually drama. I just wanted to get you to click on the video, and it worked. Jesus Christ. Can't tell by my voice, I am a little bit sick, so I do apologize profusely for that. I hope your day is going well. Today we're here to address the fact that if you hadn't noticed, I have not streamed in almost 3 months, I think. Okay, I'm being dramatic. It's been 1 month. I just checked. But anyway, I've not streamed in a long time. I usually was a very consistent streamer person. And the reason I've not streamed in a long time, like I've been on other people's streams, but I have not streamed myself, is because I have decided to stop streaming. The reason for this is kind of complicated, but also not really. Basically, I'm going to tell you a story, okay? And you're going to listen, or you're going to click off the video. Doesn't matter. But if you're about to click off, subscribe first, please. Thank you. All right, let's get started. So, I have always been a very theatrical child, right? I did theater growing up. I was told my whole life I'm dramatic. You know, I'm all over the place. So, when I was a kid, fucking content creation, what I've always wanted to do. Still is. Or be a wrestler. But, you know, I'm kind of not built for that. You know, boom. So when I hit middle school, I made a YouTube channel with my friends. It was my first ever one. We called it Kids in a Basement. It's been since deleted. Don't go looking for it. Where we did sketch comedy, right? And I was like, we're going to make it. We're going to blow up. Obviously, we're in fucking middle school. No, we didn't. But by high school, I made a gaming channel for it. And I had been doing Let's Play type stuff, and I had a blast. I loved editing. I loved making the videos. I loved adding little memes and stuff. It was great. It wasn't good content, but it was fun to make. And that's what I really was like, I want to be a content creator. And then the world smashed my hopes and dreams, and I had to focus on high school. Until, lo and behold, a terrible, terrible thing happened called there was a pandemic. Now, during this pandemic, I was stuck, like most of you, at home and bored. Well, I was used to it because I was homeschooled, but everyone else was stuck at home and bored. And they needed content to consume. And so a lot of my friends were like, yo, TikTok, check out this thing. It's called TikTok. Try TikTok. I was like, I'm not going to get TikTok. I'm not going to. And then I did. Actually, I think I got it 2019, technically. So my timelines might be a little messed up, but just go with me here. I got TikTok. And I started making Star Wars content. And that's when a fellow named Razmachaz found me and said, hey, you've made a couple D&D videos too. You want to join this Discord? And I was like, sure, I'll join this Discord. And there I made a lot of content creator friends. And I was like, holy shit, I've got 23,000 followers in a month. I've got content creator friends. I've done it. I've made it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm 17 at the time, by the way. This is what I'm going to do. Fuck yeah, let's go. So I make a Twitch account. Sir J of Harps on Twitch. And I get 5 or 6 views, maybe. But it was good. I was enjoying it. I had people watching me. And I made a YouTube channel for it, but kind of I focused on the live content, the editing, the everything else I would give to other people. The thing I liked most about content creation, which was the editing and working on it, I threw it to the side. It got kicked to the curb. And I focused more on being the personality and being in front of a camera. And let's fucking do it, right? And then Minecraft streamers took off. The whole SMPs and all that shit. And I looked like one of them, who we won't mention, because like most Minecraft YouTubers, he turned out to be a terrible person. Also, I don't really look like him. I just had floofy curly hair. And my views went. I remember one time I went live and somebody was like, what the fuck? Oh, that's your viewers. I thought I was looking at my stream for a second. And I was like, how many do I have? Because I had my view account turned off. And he was like, dude, you've got like 35 people watching you. And I was like, I've done it. I've made it. I remember my birthday stream. We did a Minecraft server stream. And one of the mods for the actual server like hopped in my chat. Was like, happy birthday. I'm glad you're on our server. Da, da, da. I was like, I thought I was a god. Right? Again, I was turning like 18 at that point. I thought I was a god. I thought I had made it. Then I moved to Texas. Actually, backtrack. Then I convinced some of my friends to start streaming with me. I was like, Ryan, build a PC. Let's do it. I had a couple other friends. I helped them set up their OBSs. I'm not taking credit for them starting streaming. They wanted to anyway. I just helped them, like, actually set shit up. And it was awesome. And then I moved to Texas. And I had to store my PC for 3 months. And as a lot of you know with Twitch, consistency is key. And I didn't have that because I had to store my PC for 3 months. And I fell the fuck off. While I was falling the fuck off, one Mr. Funkmaster Nacho was right. He was blowing up. Everybody was blowing up. Y'all, they're killing it. They're doing great. Still to this day, look at their communities. They're doing great. So when I got back, I was like, cool. My friends still have the following. I'll still have it too. No. I started streaming again, and I averaged maybe 2 viewers. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jay, don't do it for the viewers. Don't do it for the viewers. That interaction was what made me want to keep doing it, right? It was having people in my chat to talk to. It was the social shit, right? The reason I did content creation before was the fun of editing and shit. Then streaming made me want to do it for the community interaction. Now, I still had interactions with my friends. We still had fun. But look, I've been doing this. Let's see, I got my PC back in 21. I've been doing this since 2021. The most viewers I've gotten on a stream is like 4, right? And again, it's not about the viewers. I get it. But with my job, my social life, everything, I do not have the consistency to keep up with Twitch to get the interaction it wants me to get to push me. And I am at a point now where I'm realized that I'm chasing the high from 2020 when everyone was stuck inside and wanting to like grab that and pull it back down, and I'm doing it for the wrong reason, right? And it also doesn't feel great when, and again, this is no shade to Ryan, no shade to Epic, no shade to any of them. I'm so glad that they're successful in what they're doing. I'm so glad that they're growing. I'm so glad they're having fun doing it. It's not fun when you join a shared chat for a stream and you look over and all the chats are in somebody else's chat. It kind of makes you wonder why you're doing it, right? And again, that's me just needing to get over myself. But again, it's been affecting my mental health low-key. And looking back, I'm like, why? Why am I letting this bug me? And it got to a point where, like, I didn't want to stream, but I still would because I have to keep consistency. I have to keep consistency. So I'd go live. I'd try to stream for a couple of hours. And it was shit. It was fucking shit. It was awful. I'd be grumpy. I'd be annoyed. I'd be rude. By the way, if I was rude to you and I've said anything to upset anybody, I am fully aware that I can be a dickhead sometimes. So I stand by this. Fucking message me, right? If I've said something that offends you, fucking message me. If I think I'm in the wrong, I'll apologize. If I don't, I'll say I'm sorry that hurt your feelings, right? That's a little arrogant maybe, but I stand on business if I stand by what I said. But if I was a dick, I will accept the criticism. I'll apologize. Totally fine. I get it. What you shouldn't do if I've pissed you off is go into my friends' chats and complain about it. Because one, that puts them in an awkward spot because they're my friend. And two, when you're watching streamers, you're not supposed to go in and talk about your life problems. You're supposed to interact with them and talk about the game they're playing. It's supposed to be a fun thing, not free therapy. Sorry, side tangent out of the way. Oh, my Discord DMs are not open because you can delete messages on Discord and change how it looks like messages are sent. My Instagram DMs are, it'll hold it for review and I can read it and I'll reply. And then if the messages get deleted, it says so-and-so deleted a message, so you can tell what pieces are missing. It's just security for me. Anyway, tangent over. So yeah, I would force myself to stream for a long time. I would be grumpy about it. I wouldn't get the viewers I wanted. I wouldn't play the games people wanted to see. And it was kind of, my personality went away, right? And the more we would play with more people, the more I would see myself kind of being pushed to the background. And then I'd see myself trying to be louder, trying to get something, make some kind of content, do anything for the content, do it for the vine, I think is what people used to say. And after a while, I just kind of sat down and I looked at it and I was like, well, I feel bad because everyone's in other people's chats. I feel bad because I feel like I'm like C tier at this point, right? I'm background. When I'm the one who, like, StreamHub, I started that, right? All the content stuff, I convinced all these people to stream. I feel like I'm not responsible for success, but I started everything before them and I'm like the bottom of the barrel at this point. And again, I shouldn't be comparing myself to people. This is a me issue. It's a me problem. I'm not blaming them or anything. And I'm not complaining about viewers. If my content's not good, my content's not good. That's fine. And I admit it has not been good. I wouldn't watch me either. So with all of this factoring in, I had to take a minute. I had to reflect. I was like, look, at this point, streaming's not doing it for me. It feels like a chore. My content's not good. It's not enjoyable. People aren't watching it. I'm being grumpy. My best bet is to stop and rethink. Now, I have had moments where I've stopped and rethink. I've taken breaks from streaming to reevaluate. But the problem was I always reevaluated back to 2020. Why did I start streaming then? And that was because I needed people. I didn't have a lot of friends that did well online, so I started making online friends. I needed community. I needed that, especially when you're like, 2020 was when I was like dealing with my internalized homophobia and all of that. My relationship with my parents wasn't great, so I latched onto other people a little too strong. I do have to apologize to a couple people probably for how much I relied on them, and maybe use them for free therapy, which is kind of a lot. I wasn't like a, hey, look, I did it again type of person, but it was probably a lot for them. So I do owe a couple of people an apology, which they will get. But I always go back to 2020. I did it for the community. I did it for the people. I wanted friends. I wanted attention, more or less. Let's be real. This time, when I was like, I think I need to take a break, I looked back And I was like, let's fuck 2020. Let's jump back to like 2016, 15 when I started making YouTube videos with my friends. Why did I do that? Actually, I unlocked my old laptop and found some of my old videos with my friends. For their sake, I won't post it. I did it because it was fun. I did it because I wanted to be creative. I did it because I wanted, it was kind of art, not really, but it was my artistic expression, right? Was shitty sketch comedy videos. And the editing was fun. I used to sit in my room and edit for hours, and it was so much fun. I try to edit my streams. I'm sitting there going, wow, I'm being a grumpy asshole. This isn't content. I delete the VOD, right? So I decided, and I talked to Ryan about it a little bit, and Epic, and I decided that what is best for me, content-wise, and also just to make sure, mental health-wise, I need to go back to that. I need to be doing it for the art, for the fun, making shit I want to make because I want to make it, and not caring as much about the views. Now, YouTube, I never had success on that, so I'm used to not getting views on that bitch. There's no high to chase there, right? So that's why with YouTube, it doesn't bug me when I get 30 views. I'm happy if I get 2, right? So it's a different approach. Where with Twitch, I'm like, oh, I still remember when I got 20 views, So it's a healthier approach now to that. So that is why for the foreseeable future, maybe every once in a while for fun, for people's birthdays, I'll stream. But for the most part, my Twitch channel is probably going to die out. If you're subscribed to me, unsubscribe. Don't give me money for not streaming. That's kind of fucked up on your end. Or like fucked up like of me to ask you to keep subscribing. Like cancel it. You're going to be wasting your money. If you want my content, stay here. Fae Force Network. I'm going to be doing gameplay videos. I'm going to be doing Cowabunga's going to keep going. Life updates like this maybe occasionally. I still will be playing games with Ryan, with Epic, with Dougie, with B, with all of them. I'm just going to be recording and then just deleting the VOD if I don't think it was good enough. It's going to be less committal. I'm going to embrace the background character. I'm going to support them on their stream, basically, and then I'm going to clip that shit up and post it on my YouTube. Basically, long story short, I let jealousy ruin my streaming, and now I'm going to do YouTube instead. Cheers to that, I guess. So yeah, if you want to see my content, here's where you find it. TikTok's where you find it. Not going to be on Twitch a lot anymore. Please go follow, if you don't, Funkmaster Nacho on Twitch. Go follow Epic Gamer Dude 54. Go follow Dougie SFM. All of their content is great. They're really funny. They engage with their audiences a lot better than I do. Born streamers, a lot of them. I'll still be there. Support, background, try to be funny, get them clips. Hopefully more reserved, less grumpy. So yeah. I appreciate anyone who's supported my Twitch up to this point. It's just having a lot of followers and not having a lot of viewers because I don't make the content that people want anymore. It kind of got annoying on my end, and I let it get to me. And so I'm trying to be better. And by being better, I'm going to start doing shit that I want to do for fun because I want to do it. Which means a lot of talking about action figures and toys and VODs. Now, I do have old Twitch streams that I have saved. I will be uploading. I'll chop them down. I'll send them off to people to edit. I'll edit whatever. You're going to get gameplay on this channel. You're going to get everything. It's going to be a variety. I'm thinking about next year overhauling and trying, once I catch up on all of my old VODs, posting like movie reviews and stuff. I had an idea for a game I was going to call the 2-hour video. God, I can't talk. It's called 2-Hour Test Drive. It's where I pull one of my physical media games that I have for my PS2, my GameCube, whatever. I play it for 2 hours. If I like it, cool. If I don't, great. Now I know I don't like it. Just more one-on-one content-y stuff where I won't be expecting the immediate gratification of a Twitch chat, basically. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who supported me up to this point. I appreciate everyone supporting my friends. I'll still be around. I'll still be modding. So again, if you're using my friends for free therapy, look out, because if they ask me to, I will time your ass out. But yeah, go watch their streams, watch my YouTube, subscribe, like. Have a good day. Jay the Archfey out, I guess. I don't fucking know. Bye!